This is the Journal Jumpstart 2025 journal, and I love this process so much. This will be our 5th year. We are recruiting now, looking for our Journal Jumpstart cohort. The cool thing about this is we complete this journal in about 7 weeks. It's divided in half. With this journal, the back half of it are kind of like a learning journal. We practice, we learn some skills in the back, but then each time you learn a skill, then you apply it. We have little lessons and ways to bring our skills into our journal. And I love it. I do a journal each time that we do. This was my original. Let me just show you. Let's see. This was, let's get a little comparison. Here were my dream bubbles, and that was 2022 when we first did dream bubbles. And this is what they looked like last year. What I love about the Journal Jumpstart process and the class is that these are some classic strategies that I have put together that help you create a completed journal, but then there's something you can come back to each year. This was what was this, 2024? And you can see this is a very different size. It has the same number of pages, but I glued it together. I used the process we did in How to Make an Ugly art journal, but I used it for Journal Jumpstart. I love to start out the year this way so you can see how it evolves year after year of that. So let's look at the other part of Journal Jumpstart is it's a processing of your previous year and looking at what are things you want more of for yourself, and then looking at and kind of examining. We've got I think it's about 100 words or so. I give you all the handouts and stuff, but you're exploring and playing with words, giving space for your word of the year to emerge. Now, last year, a lot of ladies came to it with their word, and you can do it either way. If you already have your word, you can use this to build around it. I use it as in January and February to see what word really emerges. And so this was my word last year. It was radiate. And so this was my favorite Mary Oliver quote: instructions for living a life. Pay attention, be astonished, and tell about it. And then my other personal challenge last year, this journal was completed. Let me see, what do I have here? Yeah, my challenge for this one was to use only the praying watercolors, because Journal Jumpstart is a beginner course and we use Tombow markers, or the praying watercolors are the ones that I use in my videos. You can use whatever you have, of course. But I wanted to challenge myself, and all of these, look at this, all of these colors I got out of using the prayings. Now, this hot pink right here was someone asked me to do a demo with the Tombows. So the hot pink was a Tombow. Everything else is the prayings. And you can see this, how they don't blend really well, but you get this kind of textured. I love that. So remember, what is the best supply for you? It's going to be the supply that does what you want it to do. Look, you can literally see a fingerprint left in that. It's really thick. It didn't soak into the paper, didn't absorb really well. It's not a very high quality paper. I don't even know what this is. I found I had enough of this size and I stitched it together. So this was a made journal, and you can see the stitching that I did back here is the same from the leather journals I learned to do on this little leather journal. You can also do it on paper. And then fun fact, this cover, see the 6 grid? It's a 12 grid. I noticed the date. This is one that I did in the Creative Meditative Flow class. So I had this nice big piece of paper and I was able to turn it into a cover. All right. So that was my Journal Jumpstart of 2025. And I will definitely put a link in the description to the registration for 2026. It's limited to 30 participants because we do live Zoom. So it's one that you've got all the content is released for you, but then we have 2-hour Zooms on Sundays to have accountability, to problem solve, to really give you that supported, nurturing environment so you can complete your first journal. So this is designed for those of you who are like, I have so many blank journals, I can't finish a journal, I can't get started in a journal, I just all the things, Miss Perfectionist, all the things. So this is a structured, supported. We share pictures online. We share our voices in the Zoom. So it is a great community. So if you're interested, ask your questions below, and then I'll also have a link in the description. All right. If this is helpful to you, if you are interested in developing your creativity through creating every day toward making journals, go ahead, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification so that you can see whenever I add another video.